Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. You are hanging out with Mama Denise. Also, I do this differently when I'm on my radio show. It's like hanging out with Miss Denise, hosted by Mama Denise, yours truly. Sometime in the house, Miss Dee Dee Walker Live. Say hey, baby. She's
Hey,
not saying hey. Okay.
you can see me?
and yeah, I can see you. I can see you.
Okay. And guess what?
And
We are
we
live
have this light
on
color.
radio
What?
too. We're live on 106
Say what?
TBC radio
We're
as
live on the radio too.
yes.
All right. So this is what I'm talking about. Live, 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 live. But
Mhm.
tonight I wanted to do for my radio show, and because I do light, very very light public information or political information because I really don't want to go heavy into things. Usually we have Joe B on this, but unfortunately something has happened, and it's well, he's not here tonight for whatever reason it is, and my heart goes out to everybody as far as Joe B is concerned. Um, Tonight I wanted to talk about, guess who again? My
Who?
man Trump. He
Woo,
back up in there. He back in the conversation again. He back for the moment anyway. I mean, he's never really left. I mean, the Republicans know about him more than what we know about him. However, he's back. And I also wanted to talk about Miss Liz Cheney. As far as Trump is concerned, um, there was a decision the board of electors of Facebook, whether Facebook, the gentleman that owns Facebook, took it upon himself, or was he right by saying no, you Trump, you can't be saying anything you want to, and we're not going to allow that on our Facebook. So what happened was on January 7th, they cut his little butt off,
who?
and it's been dull. Yeah, they cut him off, and but the decision came down where Facebook, the court of the board on Facebook said that they approved what the gentleman from Facebook who owns it had done, and that it was all right that they had let him go. Like said, no, you can't be doing stuff on our Facebook like that. Well, they gave it back to them, Facebook, and Facebook now has to. Now I'm talking about the board versus Facebook, okay? Because they got their own little board of electors, just like everybody else in business. So
Mhm.
the board turned around and said that Facebook was right in what he was doing. Okay. Now what they did is they dumped it back in his lap and said, "You got 6 months to make a decision whether you want Trump back on or not."
Right.
Are you listening? Now, as far as I'm concerned, I kind of miss Trump, but I don't. And Trump is still in power with or without Facebook. But here's the kicker. I heard them mention that today Trump put out his own Facebook. Like, well, not Facebook, his own little thing like Facebook. But they didn't give
What?
it a name, and they didn't really talk much on it because I guess they didn't want to, push it on there, you know. And but he's got his own little social media that was set off for today. Um,
Wow. Wow.
yeah, what you think about it, baby?
I don't know what you think because you got if it's his book, his book, right? That means it's going to be people of his like mind, and you're going to gather them all together, feeding off each other. I don't know what to think.
For whatever reason, for whatever
Yeah.
reason, and
Ooh,
then like he doesn't care whether he's on or not. He don't made his own media platform. Um, I always want to sign up with Trump just to hear what he had to say. But I thought about it. I don't want this man to think that I'm part of his political party. So, and the more people that sit there like myself, and I've also heard that these social, the people on the newscasting, they said that they were going to be part of Trump, and they're going to come out of his little Facebook, because he's got his own little peeps in Instagram and Facebook and all that other stuff, Twitter and stuff. So they said they weren't going to do it either for the same reason why I don't choose to do it now. You know, this man is dangerous on social media. However, he keeps us entertained. He's always having a conversation,
That he
you
does.
know,
He keeps us
always.
very entertained. He keeps us very entertained, and that is so true. That is so true. Can't take that away from him. You can't. He's very
Nope.
entertaining.
The man is, he's on point when it comes to that. He is definitely on point when it comes to that. However, if the gentleman's name, and I should have put his name down and I did not, so please forgive me, y'all. If that gentleman decides that he wants Trump to go ahead and be under social media, he's going to put stipulations on him. My problem is, come the time for them to start um, uh, doing the public service announcements and stuff like that Facebook has allowed other political people to do. What are you going to do with Trump? You're going to say he can't come on, but everybody else can? That's going to put a problem. Personally, I would say, yeah, I get to say who's on my show and who's not on my show. I get to say whether I want to hear what you got to say or not. So,
Hmm.
and I've been in Facebook prison before because we have had music on
Have
and and we would say or forget to say we do not own the rights to this music, you know.
right.
But I mean, if they could put my little butt in prison, why can't they put his butt in prison? Facebook prison, y'all. Let's not go there. Facebook prison. That's what we're talking about.
Like,
um,
Mama Denise went to jail.
Also, regarding Liz Cheney, go ahead. He sure did. Regarding Liz Cheney, my girl, although she voted, now she's one of the House leaders of the Republicans, and although she voted 95% of the time with Trump, because Miss Thing said that Trump did not win the election, move on. She didn't say it once, she said it twice. They're getting ready to take her seat away from her.
Wow.
She's the most powerful woman out there. Yeah. And
You
of
know,
course, Trump has put his little voice in it.
mhm. Yeah,
Go ahead.
I kind of feel like when people speak up and they start, speaking up for rights and stuff like that, when their seats and stuff becomes jeopardized, we should rally against them. I don't know what her political views are, and I don't know much about her, but I'm saying in general, we shouldn't let them sit out to dry. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know her
And
views,
that's
so don't get
exactly what they're trying to do.
wow, that's messed up.
hmm And that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to say that it she shouldn't have said she should have stayed with the party of Trump. Well, she's not a party of Trump. She's a party of the Republicans. And as long as she's a party of the Republicans, she's only saying what she thinks is right as a Republican. Now, all them other people are scared as poot of this man. And obviously, because she's not backing down, that's why they're coming after her. And Trump, of course, sent his little minions after her. And his little minions have tried to tell him, like, look, you messing with the wrong person. But doesn't mean anything to him. Doesn't mean, just like I said, Rudy didn't get paid from Trump. I don't care what nobody says. Rudy Giuliano, he did not get paid. And if he don't win what he's got to win, he's out to dry too because there's no more pardons. You know, you can't give a pardon to somebody and you ain't in the presidency. So that's on that. Have you heard about the 3/5?
The three what? The three
Fifth,
what?
5 th, 5 th, fifth. Okay, I know I
Mm-mm.
might be saying it wrong, but I'm not. 3/5.
Mm-mm.
Did you know that you and I are 3/5 of an American because we're
Oh,
black?
well, I understand that we have Cuban and everything else in us too. So I guess where that cuts us down a little bit.
No. What they're saying is that when they made the the Constitution, one of the things that the Republicans did, or the Texans or the Southerners did, to get more power, is they made us under the 3/5 and said that that was a ruling to keep us from being slaves. But it had nothing to do with the Republicans. It had nothing to do with anything. It had to do with them. You know, they weren't trying to take us out of being slaves. They were just trying to make us there so that they can have more power. So they didn't care nothing about us, but yet there is a particular speaker that opened his mouth and says the 3/5 of the, and he had a big old thing about it, and so now these people are coming at, they're speaking that, did you hear that we're still slaves, and that
Oh, wow.
according to the Constitution we're still slaves. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trump said
You
this?
realize that was only 13 minutes. It was only 13 minutes. We gotta. I gotta think about something else now.
If you,
Usually we
if you,
have what gentlemen
if,
of the people.
no, I'm saying that
Say it
we
again.
could play a little music right now if you want
You
to.
put your. That'd be nice. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, well,
Will people
they'll see
from
us live
we're live,
here, but
right? Will they be able to
we're
hear the music?
not the live people. Well, maybe so. It might be doing. Well, you know what? Let me figure it out. I can figure it out. I got it. I
Try it.
got it.
She got it,
I got it.
y'all.
I
She
got it.
got it.
I got it. I got it. Music. Music. I'm gonna take that off there. Come over here. I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna do this right here. So, all right. So now we're gonna hear some music. Oh, I don't want to blush. It might not sound so good because I'm on that. I'm not on the other phone. Can you hear it?
Almost. So is it coming over the mic? Over the speaker?
So I
Is it
the
coming over
reason
the
that
speaker?
yeah. So the reason why everybody, you know what, I'm not even going to bother to play it, and the reason for that is they're hearing music on the radio right now. The reason why I'm not going to bother to play it because I'm on my phone. I'm not on the phone that you gave me that sounds really good. So it's not going to sound great, and everybody's going to be hearing. But whenever you're ready to go back on, we can go back on. So you guys are actually literally seeing behind the scenes of Mama Denise. We're playing
That's
music and
exactly what they're seeing
yeah. So we this is what we
behind
do.
the scenes.
What you're not seeing though is the conversations that usually go on, and they get more heated than the actual than the actual
When we
show.
have Joe B, when we have Joe B on, yeah,
Yeah,
when we have
we
Joe B, he's a very controversial person. He believes in. I might say something about this because I believe in very light social media scenario, just giving you informed information as to what I think is really important that's going on right now. But Joe B goes into main detail. I mean, the poor man, all I could think of is that he's got books all over, he's got paper all over, and he's like really getting into it. He has like three or four different stations going on at one time. Me, I'm like, okay, in the beginning of the week, I'm like, okay, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about this. But by the time we get to my show, I'm like, that's not important anymore.
I'm just
It
seeing
really
what's,
isn't important,
yeah.
you know.
So, so now there's some hip hop
But
music
anyway,
playing.
for Joe B, I miss him.
Yeah. Right now he's
Oh, so you hear the hip hop? Look at you.
I hear you. You guys can I can dance. Y'all don't hear it. So um and then you know what? I should have went there on the other phone. Shoot, I should have done that. I wonder if I can come out
We'll do
and then
that.
like
No, don't come. Don't you dare! Don't you dare come out! Don't you dare! I'm not losing my people. No. Well, you come out on your show. Okay. Just for the viewing audience, just to let you know what's happening right now, is that I am not at the studio with her. So what
mm,
I do, and this is fantastic because we could do this at any time
yeah.
when we start going out in the public, is I do it from my car. And
Hmm.
I get to hear her very well. She hears me, and we could do it from any location we want to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll be doing in the future, you know. And people who come on my show, do not think that I'm going to come after you for a political question. I will ask you one, just one. And if
Hmm.
you have anything to say about it, you say. If you don't, nah, I don't know nothing about that. That's all. Because we do know a lot of actors and actresses, musicians, just singers, people who just love hanging out with Dee Dee Walker and Mama Denise for some strange reason.
Hmm.
They like us,
Hmm.
you know.
Hmm.
So um, when are we able to go back on 106?
Um, I will
See,
tell you. I will
I,
tell you in a second. All right, so it's getting ready to go. It's getting ready to go. Mama Denise, ow! It's getting ready, and then we can go ahead and go in.
you know, your internet goes and stops on you. I hear you, but it stops.
Oh, um, I, s-
Like your
I,
face
s-
stays still.
oh really? Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah,
Hold on.
but that's okay.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. You ready? Five, four, three, two, one. You ready?
Oh, this is so strange. Hey, everybody,
Yo,
you're back on the air with Mama. Are we on? Yes. Hi, everybody. We're back on the air with hanging out with Miss Denise or hanging out with Mama Denise. Um, I had told you guys that I have these little things that are coming up, and from what I understand from friends that I've talked to, they were 49 and 53 and all that other stuff when they had these things done. Because I'm an older individual, scared as doo doo. I'm going to be going for my consultation for cataract, and I said that I would, show what we have to go through.
mm,
Just people. It doesn't matter what the age is. That I'll be showing you a little bit of what I'll be going through. Now, if they say no, that we can't do that on the show and stuff, that's okay. But I'll tell you the before and the after. Um, I'm going for my second shot also this week. I got a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow morning, afternoon at 2 o'clock, I gotta be for the cataract surgery, and then Friday morning, I gotta be for the shot. I'm gonna tell you, I've talked to a lot of people regarding the vaccine shots. If they've taken Pfizer, some people have gotten sick, some people have not. You know, I don't know if it's the age or whatever. I found that it cannot be the age because we, Dee Dee and I know of one lady, she's 80 something years old. She didn't feel well the next day, but the next day after that, she was ready to go.
She was good.
Um, it's, yeah, she was good. Then I have other people that were like 20 in their 20s, they were sick too. So it's like a hit and miss. You don't know who's going to be well, who's not going to be well, who's going to be sick, whatever the case may be. And so
Mhm.
you're going to get to see what happens to me. You know, um, did y'all know that Trump had his shot? He didn't tell
Yeah,
nobody, but he did. He had his shot.
he did. He had both of his shots. Him and his wife. Y'all sitting
That's
talking
right.
about you ain't no shots. This
He
Trump is
didn't
your
talk
savior.
about that.
Mhm.
Yep, and they're talking about herd immunity. You can't have no herd immunity. What do you mean herd immunity? Till we get at least um, 2/3 of the public, then you flash all that herd immunity in there. I do want to apologize because I think that Joe B and I both had the numbers wrong where he said that 2/3 have been done, and there. I mean, oh no, he said 2/3 were in agreement of it, and 1/3 isn't. Well, actually, it's the opposite way.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so far 1/3. It's going. It's creeping up to two. It's 1/3 and creeping up to two. That
oh,
well, not that they're in agreement of it, but they've had it. So I guess they're in agreement of it. I don't know. But they've had their shots, at least the first part. Second part kind of got like to the waist of the side because of Johnson and Johnson. You know, everybody all of a sudden got like, oh hell no, I'm not going out there for that second shot. You know. But
mhm.
I'm going for the second shot. I'm gonna get it over with so that I can go out and have barbecues and have a good time with my family and enjoy myself and I can be on the show and nobody can say anything to us because we are on point. You know,
Right.
nobody can write us little letters and say to us, you shouldn't have been out there, Mama Denise. You shouldn't whatever, whatever. I'm going to do
Mhm.
that. I'm going to have mine, and especially since I deal with the public all the time during my other positions out there. I deal with the public. And it doesn't even matter because I'm getting back out there, and we're going to start dealing with the public with the music and everything. You're going to see stuff like that
Mhm.
going on. What do you think about it?
What do I think about it?
Yeah, so
The
that's still picture again.
yeah.
You can
um.
talk.
No. Well, what I think about it is that
Yeah.
I think that Trump basically. I
Put the
think
mic
I.
put the mic next to you.
Hmm? So I think what I think about it is I think that Trump is out there scaring folks for no reason. It's not just him. And to be honest with you, he's been kind of quiet about it, so we can't even blame him about it anymore. But what we are noticing and what we are seeing is folks out there talking about they're not going to take the shot because whatever, whatever, whatever. But in fact, Trump went ahead and he actually went ahead and took the shot. So I think I just can't wait. I already got both of my shots. I feel perfectly fine. What I did notice with me personally, and I bet you everybody has their own little story. With me personally, I felt a little tired afterwards. I had like a little headache. I felt a little disoriented a little bit. I laid down and went to sleep. I slept it off. And I was talking to a nurse who administers the shots, and she works in a department for it. And she said that for the most part, that's people. The reason why you're feeling dizzy because it's getting into your system. Your system is kind of trying to figure out what's going on, and then once everything settles down, you feel better. And the best thing to do for it is to go to sleep and sleep well. So that's what I was thinking.
All right. So you're coming. I'm coming to you, or you need to come here to me in Friday morning about 8:30, so that we can
Okay.
get to where we're going, and that way you could drive my car back, and then you can drive. That way I'll be home. Okay?
Hmm.
Because the way you're saying that if I get, because some people felt that they were more energized.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
some people
It
are
depends.
saying,
It really depends. Some people were saying that it worked better for them, that they felt better. You know what I'm saying? And, they were like, "Ooh,
hmm
I felt like use of energy or whatever." It depends. Everybody's different. You can't. I guess nobody can really say like.
boy, I don't know. My internet is going bad. It's mine. It's got to be mine.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the screen over here and you're freezing over here. So I'm thinking it
So
is. But you look good right
yeah,
now.
yeah, because I took off the other. I had two internets going on at one time,
Uh,
so I took it off.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
fighting against. It was like,
exactly. It was fighting against each other. So anyway, um, all right. So we're gonna go to the COVID. We're gonna go do the not the COVID. Not going to the COVID. We're going to go get the shot regarding 19 COVID-19. Where tomorrow morning I'm gonna well afternoon I'm gonna go for my consultation. They're not gonna do anything to me. They're gonna tell me whether they can or cannot do anything. Um, and also, I still will be listening to the news regarding what's going on. It's not as heavy as it was. They are coming after. I don't hear too much about Harris.
Camilla Harris.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, when Obama was in office, you didn't hear too much about
it's
um,
about Biden.
Biden, and then you didn't hear too much about Pence either. So
hmm Uh, people see you doing that, right? They see you doing that. I mean, come on now, girl. So eventually, what we're going to do is we're going to have we can have up to what 7 people on at one time. So I'm going to make sure that we have at least for two other people, so that we
yeah,
can have a heavy duty conversation.
ooh, honey, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we're going to have more than one because I have some nurses that want to discuss about what they've been going through. I have EMS workers that wanted to discuss what they've been going through. So that's what it's going to do. So we're going to leave kind of early tonight because we don't have our mouthpiece, Joe B, with us for me to fight on the air with, which everybody seems to enjoy but us. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know that this is like my second show and that it will be where we have more than one show. Eventually you'll get into it. You may not like this one so much, but you're going to like all the other ones. Trust me. So, Miss Dee Dee Walk Alive, you're going to
Yeah,
do the ones and twos.
yeah.
And thank you guys for coming on StreamYard and being a part of the show. Appreciate y'all.
All right, we getting
Say
ready to
bye,
be.
Dee Dee.
Bye. Adios, people.
See you in a little bit.
What is nice?